What does your Saturday morning sound like? For a long time, mine sounded like panic, a vague, low-grade anxiety as soon as I opened my eyes. Because while the week was for keeping my head above water at my job, Saturday was the day I was supposed to be fixing my career, updating my resume, learning a new skill, networking. And I'd just stare at my laptop, feeling completely overwhelmed, and end up scrolling until I felt worse. What if I told you the secret isn't another 5-hour hustle session? That there's one simple Saturday morning habit taking less than 90 minutes that will do more for your long-term employability than almost anything else. And it doesn't feel like work at all. This is the habit that quietly, consistently makes you more valuable, even while you're drinking your coffee. We've all been sold this idea that career growth has to be a massive, painful overhaul, that it requires monumental willpower. So we create these huge, vague to-do lists for ourselves. Learn Python, overhaul LinkedIn, build a personal brand. And it's so big, so undefined, that our brain just shuts down. It's called paralysis by analysis. So we procrastinate, we distract ourselves, and then the shame sets in. Another weekend wasted, everyone else is moving ahead, and I'm here watching Netflix. That guilt isn't just unpleasant, it actually trains your brain to associate career growth with stress and failure, so you avoid it even more. The breakthrough for me wasn't trying harder. It was making the process so small, so easy, and so enjoyable that it became automatic. Not a chore, but a ritual, a gift to your future self. That's what this Saturday morning habit is. It's not about cramming, it's about curating. Here's the simple framework. You need 3 things: a coffee or tea, a notebook, and a timer. Block 90 minutes on your Saturday morning. That's it. No special apps, no complex systems. This ritual is split into 3 connected parts, each 30 minutes. Part 1 is the 30-minute insight download, the input. For the first 30 minutes, you are not producing anything. You are consuming intelligently, but not scrolling news or social media. Go to just one trusted source. This could be a long-form article from a leading blog in your industry, a chapter of a foundational book, or a single in-depth podcast or YouTube lecture from a real expert. Your job is to look for one thing. One insight, one idea, one term you don't know, one trend mentioned. You're not trying to master it, you're foraging for a single interesting seed. The pressure is off. Just read or listen with curiosity. The timer goes off. Now open your notebook. Write down that one interesting thing at the top of a fresh page and ask yourself 2 simple questions. How does this connect to what I already know or do at work? And what is one tiny way this could be useful in the next 3 months? Don't write an essay, just a few bullet points. This is the magic step. This is where you move information from the page into your own mental framework. You're building a web of knowledge, not just collecting random facts. This is what creates true understanding and what you'll actually remember in an interview. This is the most powerful part. Based on your note, you take one singular tiny action that makes this real. This is not become an expert. It's something you can do right now. Did you read about a new concept? Send a short, curious email to a colleague saying, "Hey, I came across this term, X. Have we ever considered it for our projects?" Learn a new software tip? Immediately open the program and try it once. Hear about an important industry figure? Follow them on LinkedIn. This step takes the learning out of the notebook and into the real world. It creates evidence for yourself and others that you are growing. Why does this tiny habit work so well? Because it operates on compound interest. One Saturday doesn't change anything, but over a month you have 4 new insights, 4 new connections made in your mind, and 4 tiny actions completed. Over a quarter, that's 12. Over a year, you have 52 documented insights and 52 real-world actions completed. Without even realizing it, you become the person in the room who just knows about emerging trends. You have a notebook full of talking points for reviews and interviews. You've built a network of small, curious conversations. You've defeated the giant monster of career development by turning it into a peaceful weekly Saturday conversation with yourself. It removes the burnout because it's time-boxed. It removes the imposter syndrome because you're not pretending to know everything. You're just consistently, humbly getting 1% better. You're playing the long game, and the long game is won with consistency, not heroics. So let's bring it home. The Saturday morning habit is this: 30 minutes of smart input from one good source, 30 minutes of connection in your notebook, and 30 minutes of one tiny action in the real world. You don't need to have your whole career figured out. You just need your next 90 minutes figured out. Your call to action is simple. This Saturday, protect that 90 minutes. Put it in your calendar, make your coffee, and just start with part 1. Find one interesting thing. The momentum will build naturally. This is how you build a career that feels intentional, not accidental. How you become employable not through panic, but through peaceful, consistent curiosity. Thanks for watching. Now go enjoy your Saturday.